What's up everyone, this is Cyber, and today we're going to play a game of Cardfight Vanguard. Of course, this is the first Cardfight battle. I've done it actually quite a while too, so if you notice maybe a few little misplays or whatever, please forgive me on that. I haven't played this game in quite a while. And so I figured I would try out Kageros. That's what I first tried when the game started, and I've heard they're still competitive, of course, with the end. The end wasn't out when I tried them back then. So yeah, I figured why not? Might actually build this deck in real life. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out which one I want to actually, get the cards for and use. But anyway, I hope you guys will enjoy, and of course I had to speed up this battle quite a bit, because it was like a 20-minute video actually, so that's the reason you're not going to hear live commentary. I figured I would just commentate it myself, and maybe we'll mix it up later on. We're mainly trying to figure out how to use this program. Of course, it's all like dueling network, so you don't download anything, which is pretty awesome. But it still takes some getting used to, so you'll notice how, like, if you play a card, how it automatically goes face down and stuff, so you'll notice us, that kind of slowed us down a lot too, with this whole card fight battle too. So that's the reason that it took a little bit longer. So probably next time we'll have faster and more live commentary. But as you see, I had to actually ride using my perfect guard too in this battle, which was really unfortunate. Even though we reshuffled our hands, I think he did twice, and yeah, it was really unfortunate. So, but if you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice. I guess you have to do something. What I figured. I mean, you have to level up that Vanguard. So yeah, so I just did, and of course I get another one, one that I could use to ride instead. Right, so I like those Nova Grapplers too. I might try them out sometime. I like how they look like Gundams. Viewers cards are in Japanese too, but if you actually click on the link, it will show the English text. I didn't really do it since I was recording because I think it would send to other pages. But yeah, it still helps you with that. Yep, of course, checking in, and I get Dragonic Overlord, so I keep sending those damage zone. Like I said, I don't know if I misplay a little bit on this. I'm still trying to figure out, I forgot what the end even did. I hadn't even seen the anime, or the older anime cards in quite a while. I've seen a lot of the Gold Paladin stuff, of course, and the Liberators, which I'm going to do an opening on that when that comes out. So yep, I was trying to figure out what Conroe does again, because it's been so long, and, see, yeah, the way you have to go through the deck, it's kind of a pain because you don't know, you'd only know the name of the monster, so you better remember what name goes with what rank they are and everything too. So yeah, I think it's called ranks for their number on there. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm trying to get all the lingo straight for Cardfight, and Yugioh and Kagero and all that in my head, so I'm all trying to remember all that stuff. So yeah, of course I'm trying to get some more monsters on the field. I mean, from what I figured, that's how Kagero works. I mean, it's pretty much beat down, destroy. And that's what I kind of like. It's fairly simple in that regard. So I kind of like that idea. Let's see. It's too bad the end, though, is actually pretty expensive. I think it's like a $30 card at the moment, so it's not going to be easy to get those. So anybody has any they want to trade or something? I don't know. Maybe I might even buy them from you. I don't know. Just send me a message. So anyway, I'm able to do some damage, of course. Still like those Nova Grapplers. Look awesome. You see sometimes the pitcher does weird things when you turn the card. He guards with mini Optimus Prime. That's what it reminds me of anyway. And then of course I can attack with my Vanguard, get at least one drive check, and I get a perfect guard back. So I guess that kind of makes up for me having to get rid of one and having to actually ride using the perfect guard. So that helps a little. Going first, of course. Going first it seems like it has a pretty big advantage in card fight because you get your grade 3 out really quickly, and then of course you get the double drives, which is just twin drives, whatever you want to say, double drives, twin drives. I say both sometimes. So yeah, that's a pretty big advantage really when you think about it. Of course, same with Yu-Gi-Oh. There's a big advantage to it too going first. So yeah, I was able to attack. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I figured I would go ahead and take the damage. And then, of course, got a draw trigger at least, so yeah, I was able to draw a card, so that helps a little bit, and I believe I added the power to my Vanguard, which is the smartest idea, I guess, in that situation. That's the part on Vanguard I'm having trouble with, too, is kind of the luck of getting the triggers, if that makes any sense. I'm sure a lot of people suffer with that, so that's one of my main problems with this game. Or, not really, it's like a problem that I can't get right myself. It's not the game's fault. It's just something I'm not good at. I'm not blaming the game for it. I'm really not. So I have to get used to that, get better at kind of a little bit luckier, I guess, on that. I don't know what the right word for that. So yeah, I'm able to get draw trigger, not really at the best time, but whatever. I can go with the end. It's not as good as, actually riding, cross-riding or whatever for it. But it's better than nothing. Better than not having a grade 3 is what I figured. So I was thinking about going ahead and getting Gatling Claw Dragon and just summoning it or bringing it out and using it like that just to add some extra power. I was figuring that's probably the best strategy for this. I mean, it's a draw trigger, so it doesn't have the most defend power, so you might as well. You can see he's having trouble because it's hard to remember to turn the card and then send it to the grave. This program, like I said, it takes to get used to, but it's pretty awesome. I like it. You can play all kinds of card games. Since that attack, though, one of my grade 2s, it's able to flip over one of my damage step cards. So that's a pretty awesome effect. I can keep using a lot of that stuff. He has a perfect guard, though, too, which he goes with. Both having to use our perfect guards. It's kind of funny. So I think that's what we actually both had to use at the beginning, too, for our grade 1s. Let's see. Of course, I keep getting the end, which is actually a pretty good thing. I didn't really realize it was such a good thing. I'm such a noob with this deck, I know, forgive me. But I'm learning. So it's pretty awesome. I was trying to figure out if it still activated his effect too, if you saw that, of course, on there. Evidently the attack has to go through all the way, and that's what I was trying to... I remember asking him on that, just to be sure. It would have been awesome otherwise. That way I could have used the end's effect, because I had them in my hand. So yeah, basically trying to figure out, like I said, that's one of the main problems I have on this game that I'm just not as good at, is figuring out when should I block, when should I not, will I get a trigger, am I going to be unlucky, and I keep getting rid of my own overlords. They keep going away from me, which is really unfortunate. You can see him trying to put stuff over there. See, of course, now he's able to attack me with his Vanguard. I was trying to think, should I intercept or block or anything? Like I said, still fighting over that. I just need more experience in the game, I think, is my problem, really, with that. So I was thinking, might as well intercept. I already have a lot of damage. I'm afraid, of criticals. He has more luck on getting triggers for some reason than me. I don't know if that's just the clan or what. So I'll have to figure that out. You guys can tell me, of course. And tell me, if you notice a misplay or something I could have done, of course, tell me how I can improve. In the nicest way possible, tell me how I can improve. Because I want to learn. I want to get better, of course, at this game. I want to give you the battles you want to see. I'm able to get an Overlord finally and actually bring it out, so that was nice. I think in this deck I'm using 4 of the end and 4 of the Overlord, which I think is pretty standard. I tried to find a pretty standard build to go with, of course, on the end. So now I was trying to think what I should do on this, I was trying to remember if his effect activates and all that, Reading the cards. It's been a while, like I said, I gotta read through everything, I feel like. So that's the reason I had to speed up this whole battle so much. So able to at least destroy one of his rear guard guys. I don't know the names of them. I just call them no grapplers because I don't remember all the names for everything, of course. And I was trying to think on the end what I should do. How to use all his abilities. I'm pretty sure, of course, that he won't want me to attack. He's going to do whatever he can because he's pretty much got game as long as he survives his turn. It's basically final turn. As the only thing I can do. If I can't get through, I'm done, basically. I finally get a critical, but I don't believe it matters. So I go ahead and put it all on the Overlord, hoping I get a stand trigger because I think I have... I'm not sure if I have stand triggers or not in this. I didn't remember. But I didn't get anything, of course, unfortunately. So, yeah, basically it's pray for a heal trigger time, because I have a little bit of blocking power, but it's basically, if he gets a trigger, I think 2 triggers for this one, then it gets through. So it's still pretty scary for me. Unfortunately, grade 3s don't have blocking power. So yeah, so I can't use those in my hand. He gets a draw. Yeah, that's a draw trigger. So I was able to at least get through that. And he still has an attack, though, and there's nothing I can do. I can't intercept, I can't do anything, so it's hope for the heal trigger, like I said, and unfortunately not. So yeah, unfortunately, first battle, I know I lost. Oh well. Thanks for watching, though. Tell me if there's a way I could improve or whatever, what maybe I did wrong. And if there's any other decks you want me to try out, because I want to try out some different clans too. Alright, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and please subscribe, rate, and comment. Alright, later guys.